Hello and welcome back to the Film School Chronicle, your wire right to the heart of the student film scene of Brisbane, Australia. I am your host, Bryce Quinn, and joining me today is Carmelo, my co-host, and Sandro, our cameraman. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Doing pretty good, man. Yeah.
Alright, that was a very formal intro to a very casual episode of this podcast. Our editor doesn't like it when we say that, but it's fine because it's just the three of us today, so it's not going to be a... We don't have anyone to interview today. We're mostly just doing a bit of a reflective talk, I guess.
Yes. Let's get right into it. Bryce.
Yeah.
What have you been up to recently?
Not really a whole lot uni related, to be honest.
Yeah.
So we're in the thick of documentary at the moment. Where Sandro and I are in the same doco group for that. So we're kind of getting into the thick of that. But before that, we were doing our electives and doing interactive storytelling. And that's what Try 2 has looked like for us this year. And I don't know, Sandro, do you have anything to add to that?
No, not really. Like, we're sort of just getting into it, but it's already going so fast.
Yeah.
Because it's an intensive course.
Yeah.
So,
It just feels like we're rushing head first towards Try 3, where Carmelo, you'll return.
I will be making my grand return. For any listeners who didn't already know that I'm currently away from uni.
Yeah. You'll be making your grand return in Try 3 to the pitch development course that we'll both be doing together.
Yes.
Which is one of the exciting things we have to talk about. I don't know if anyone actually follows what you and me are doing, and the three of us are doing as like creatives outside of the podcast.
Doubt it, because this is our thing that people keep track of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So the last time we did one of these sort of crew catch-up episodes, we were right in the thick of production for The Hunters Now, the short film we were working on for episodic content. That's now wrapped, that's completed, the edit is gone away, that was marked, assessed, yada, yada, yada. It's done, but you can't see it yet. It's not ready for that yet. The cut that we will be releasing will be a re-edited kind of director's cut of The Hunters Now that you can look forward to sometime towards the end of the year. When I've got the time to revisit it, but I can't edit. So
So you'll be working with the editor, Jacob, our sound designer, and our composer, Abby Southern, and Lachlan Nebb. And that will hopefully turn into something cool. I've let you kind of take the reins for that one, just because I've been, focusing on actually getting through my assignments and keeping my grades up.
Good.
Which is what I'm procrastinating from right now, actually. Yeah. But I digress.
But you look forward to that at the end of the year. We'll be promoting that when it's getting closer to it.
But the main reason we're doing this kind of episode today is to announce that we're going on a break, as you probably saw in the title of the episode, as I imagine it'll probably be titled.
We were on a break, like the Friends quote.
I don't like that.
That's
the second time I've heard that joke. Okay. No, so we're going on a break because we had a bunch of ideas that we want to implement to the show to make it a bit better. If you look around at the set right now, this is Carmelo's living room. It's a lovely living room.
Thank you.
But
there's always something.
We want to actually make a set for the show and actually build a theme and kind of an idea that goes with the show, not just us sitting on a couch talking to people.
Because we've been doing this for half a year now.
Yeah. This is going to be episode 25, which is halfway to 50, which is halfway to 100.
So, we're halfway to 100. Congratulations, we made it this far.
Yeah, congrats us.
Yay me, is what Bryce is saying.
Yes, and we wanted to try and, reflect that and show that we're growing a bit and learning a bit about what we're doing. So, obviously, we've been practicing the interviewing part of all this. Yeah. But now we want to actually practice the production part of this a bit more and lean into that. And like, we've been working with your camera, obviously, Sandro, and getting better and better each time.
Yeah.
But we want to, build a bit of prod design, build a set.
Yes. So some things that they can look forward to is better sound quality, because Bryce has gone and purchased a spider.
I've purchased
a literal spider.
A Zoom H8, which is a really, really fun piece of sound gear that I'm very excited to get my hands on.
Sound gear.
Yeah, it is.
It's cool. I think it's cool.
It's a mixer. And any people who get into the sound recording classes and stuff will be like, oh, a Zoom H8. That's the big one. It is the big one. I'm very excited. And we're going to use that to record podcasts from now on. Not this. I don't want to tap it, but the good old Blue Yeti, which has done us so well up until this point.
Going into early retirement.
Not actually. No? So I've been thinking about what I want to do with this Blue Yeti. So obviously, give it to the people we hand down the podcast to. Is the goal. I will give them this $250 microphone.
Do people know about that?
Yeah, they do now.
They do.
They do now.
That's a way future plan.
And we'll skip over that.
I'll give them this Blue Yeti, and then up until that point, we can use this as like a stand-in microphone if we ever need one, and it's a really good on-location microphone.
Yeah, I guess.
So we'll keep it around. But I've bought a bunch of new microphones, so we'll be having a setup that looks more like a actual studio setup.
Yeah.
With the 4 people or the 5 people, whoever we have on the podcast.
We stole an RE camera.
No.
No.
Can't believe you went back to that joke.
Yes. No, we're going into prod design. One thing that, if you don't already watch the VODs, that you need to start doing when we reconvene, whenever we come back from our break, is costuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Costuming and prod design. If you don't already watch the VODs, stay tuned for them because, man, they're going to be exciting.
The VOD's on YouTube, the video on demand.
Video?
I don't know if everyone knows that term, just
Yeah.
to make absolutely sure.
We will also be adding a dope intro, courtesy of the sound designer that we had for the sound designer,
Hunters
the
Now.
composer for
Composer.
Hunters Now.
Yes.
And some like logo adjustments, that sort of thing. Sandro, anything you wanted to add?
I think there was also talk of maybe going back to the good old multicam setup.
Yeah,
multicam
well.
for sure. So we have access to a bunch of A7 IIIs, which are easy to shoot with because they're the same camera, same formatting and stuff. And you can edit them together pretty seamlessly. But sometimes we get a little bit lazy and we just do the one camera setup like today. But yeah, multicam setup of 2 to 3 A7s would be amazing and would really bump up the way the show looks and feels when you watch it on the YouTube. There is one thing, maybe two things actually, that I've been thinking about that I want to keep a surprise and keep the listeners and watchers on their toes about. So we'll keep those as a surprise for when we make our big return sometime in the next 2 months or so.
And I'm sure you're intrigued to know like what sort of talent you can look forward to on the show in the coming weeks. Again, when we reconvene, because it's like, you know, how many Griffith Film School students could there possibly be?
Lots. There is a lot.
There's plenty. But there's also another film school across the river, up a hill, that we've already started. We've already branched out to QUT. Look forward to having more QUT film students on. Look forward to having maybe some USQ film students on if somehow this show has reached Toowoomba by now. I doubt it.
Yeah, what's USQ?
Oh my
University of Southern Queensland?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Big brain.
Yeah, I actually had no idea.
Yeah. I'm guessing that James Cook up in Townsville, where Bryce is from, doesn't have film students. amongst all of the...
Why do you think I came to Brisbane?
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway,
Right.
what were we talking about?
Well, okay, so that's what you can look forward to on the show, but I don't think we're quite done with what we've been up to yet recently, because something really exciting happened yesterday, folks. Alessandro made his directorial debut.
Oh no.
Quiet round of applause.
Yes, that was for the subject.
Yeah.
Directing and acting.
Directing and acting.
At Griffith. You did it in Try 3, Carmelo.
I did.
And I'm just sort of getting out of the thick of it now. Going into editing what we filmed yesterday, and hopefully that'll be done.
Thank you for taking your valuable editing time and putting it into this podcast.
Yeah. I've got a whole week to edit 3 minutes.
Yeah. Thanks to that extension.
Yeah. But no, tell us, what was it like to direct, coming mostly from a sort of, a DOP background?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say I really fully properly directed, because it's it was a much smaller crew. But it felt very comfortable. I chose a crew of people that I was comfortable working around and I knew would be easy to work around. I got Remy Weber as my DOP, so it made it very easy to sort of just let go of the camera and let him do it. And usually I'm very attached to the camera, so that was very strange. The course really develops your communication with actors, so I think it was a really valuable experience. Yeah,
very nice. And if there's any first year listeners, whatever year, if you haven't already done directing and acting, I think they run it in Try 3.
Yeah.
They'll be running it again. Yeah, so I did it at the end of first year, going into second year, and then I got to, direct this year, of course. Doing that in advance was really, really, really helpful. I think it's the best course that Griffith offers. So yeah, if you get the opportunity to sign up for that one, sign up for that one.
What we were talking about? Oh, guests.
Guests.
Not necessarily a guest thing. I think what we're going to be shooting for is the first episode back from our break. Potentially could be the GSS ball at the end of the year. So that's not a surprise. That's something you can anticipate and look forward to if you're still listening to this. And yeah, so look forward to that. We'll be at the ball, sitting there doing our live on location kind of recordings, because I'm a big fan of those. I love those.
I've never been there for anything.
I realize that they may not be the best thing to listen to in terms of audio quality, but they're so much fun.
But if we film it, if we're able to film it this time, get around with the interview camera, that sort of thing. If you don't know anything about the GSS ball, I've heard it's great, because I wasn't there last year. But I was at the the launch party at the start of the year. But this is a more formal event. Nonetheless, very, very fun. And we're going to be there. It'll be like a red carpet thing. We'll be doing the interviews, meeting all the film school celebs. So look forward to seeing us there. Attend that. Yeah.
And like you said, so more UT people, more people from other universities.
Yep.
And I guess ideally polishing off our collection of the grad slate key creators.
Yeah, definitely.
Who we've kind of left behind a little bit just for the past couple of weeks.
Just because they've been busy, we've
They've been
busy,
incredibly busy in
Yeah.
the thick of editing and pickups. And Carmelo, you've been a part of a lot of those pickups.
Yes, I'm actually coming today from 9 days straight of working on, like, I guess 5 projects, because I helped on some directing ones, but 3 actual, like, grad slate pickup projects. It's been busy, it's been great, but I've made some more connections, so look forward to meeting some new key creators from those projects.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that might be about everything we were excited to talk about for the break. And obviously, say a temporary goodbye, see you around to the audience. And thank you for listening and enjoying the show and sticking around week to week as consistently as we can make it.
Yeah.
It gets a bit tricky sometimes with scheduling and everything. I think this week actually was a victim of that as well. Instead of having a guest on Father's Day, we've instead just got the 3 of us. We've come to just talk to you about our plans and some of the things we're excited about. So
So I guess we'll see you guys soon. We're looking forward to coming back and having the show be bigger and better than ever. So I hope you don't miss us too much, but get keen. Yeah, Sandro, any signing off words?
In the words of Carmelo Keating,
Oh no,
the future is looming,
it is.
and we will see you then.
nice. Good send off. All right. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.